YouTube, and welcome back to Le.Monde.Du.VAPEUR, my steampunk survival series with me, Vitaly Vapour. Many thanks for joining me once again, guys. I'm glad to see you're all back. Now, if you were with me last time, you would have seen me complete this side of the storage room. This is a storage room in preparation for a room that's going to be fed with hoppers and droppers and have all kinds of excellent redstone steampunk powered automated sorting system for these chests. At the moment I still haven't gone on a major mining expedition, so I don't have any iron at the moment to make enough trapped chests. I'm going to need around about 120 trapped chests, so that's only about 60 iron ingots. But let's say I've not gone mining yet. And as you can see, whilst off camera, I've gone ahead and duplicated what I had done this side over here. I'm still have this very basic cow farm going, so I've only been able to complete item frames on this side, but this I think is a great start. We've gone ahead and put the framing of stone slabs around the door, and I've created this mezzanine level. The idea is that there'll be a lower level down here that goes down to a second storage room layer, which will be all cobblestone and dirt. That will be below, and then up here I'm going to create my first sleeping quarters. Now before we do that, we are going to complete the ceiling in this room. Hopefully 2 stacks of slabs should be enough to do it. So if we plonk that down and go into sneak mode by just clicking in the analog stick, and then we can look at forming this out then, and it looks like the ceiling will also need to be mined away, which isn't something I had counted on, so we best get started there. We just start knocking some of these away. Looks like we're going to have some gravel fall down and make a mess in our storage room below, which is always annoying. Luckily nothing will spawn on this roof though, because it's being formed in half slabs, so that's a rather fortunate upshot of this particular model. Let's just drop down a few more this side while we're here, and then a couple more here. Can we get to that one? We can. And another 3 there. I somehow get the impression I don't have enough half slabs on me. Oh dear. Did not want to be doing that. See if we can get those 2 to drop back. There we go. And to that. And oh dear, not having much luck with the placement of slabs at the moment. See if we can get that one to fly forward. There we go. I'm not too worried about losing that dirt block, obviously. Okay. Is that more or less mirrored? I would say it is. So from here on in, we just need to look at continuing along. So say still in sneak mode, still taking things cautiously. There we go. Let's see how many slabs we have here. See how far across we can reach here. What's the bet? About there? And probably not gonna quite be able to reach over. Do the same that side because we don't have those blocks on us just yet. And then if we if I keep forgetting, in sneak mode you can't move sideways as quickly as you normally would. There we go. Just exhibit a little bit more patience, I think. Heed my own advice there, and we're going to be good, I think. Just making sure we've got nothing up there. I couldn't quite see. I don't know how that must have looked on the screens at home, but I honestly could not see a thing in there then. There we go. And then continue these ones across. Okay, that's the first stack of slabs used up already, which is rather unfortunate. So looks like we're going to have a lot of cleaning up to do below. Hopefully there's not too much gravel up here. There we go. I'm really not a fan of gravel, like most YouTubers and Minecrafters out there. Gravel is a constant annoyance for me. So let's see if we can speed things up a little bit here. Look at that mess down there. You go ahead and you build yourself a good old structured and neat and tidy storage room, and then you go ahead and drop gravel in it. You just couldn't make it up, could you? Right. Just in case, we don't want any mobs spawning on this dirt platform, especially while we're trying to work up here. That'd be particularly frustrating. Okay. So let's double these ones up. Keep going across. And then turning around. Come back the other way. And this is basically me just trying to frame out a sort of arched ceiling. It sort of looks quite industrial and factory-like. I'm not really after a ceiling that looks, nope. I've just realised what we've done there. What a mistake to make on camera. That's what this series is all about, though. Not everything we do is perfect first time. And that is a prime example there, guys. Problem is, if we double those slabs up, those aren't the slabs that we needed to double up, and if we do that, the chest will not open and close. So that would be a fundamental error. It's okay. Again. Slab placement on consoles is an art, I would say, and as I've said before, I'm not a particularly experienced video maker, and I am finding it difficult to work within the time constraints of a video and to feel that videos are being productive, etc. I sometimes find that the time is a little bit of a pressure for me, so this is all a learning curve for me. I'm sure anyone that's having the patience to watch this series will hopefully see that I'm desperately trying to improve with each and every episode. I'm trying to improve my on-camera skills, shall we say. So as I say, I'm used to doing building, etc. I'm just gonna quickly sleep it while I think about it. Actually, I'll just grab some more of those half slabs. Hopefully there is a few more up there, but we can get to those in a minute. What I'm going to quickly do is I'm just going to quickly sleep through till dawn. Let's get my sword ready in case that didn't work, and then eventually I won't be sleeping behind the units. Eventually I'll be sleeping above the front door, hopefully, in an actual bed. Can you imagine that? Treat myself, eh? Right, let's get a couple of stacks of stone out of this chest, and we're just going to convert both those stacks of stone for now into half slabs, because we have no use at the moment for any we're not looking to build any stone bricks. Yeah, my first bedroom I'm thinking will be directly above there with a window that you can look straight through and see the storage room inside all lit up, and I think I've got enough resources because of the number of beds I've made in sort of panics to get bed down for the night a couple of times in this series, that I'm not sure on certain building materials for those. So let's see. Ooh. Can't quite get across. There we go. And then aiming right for a roundabouts there. Ooh, no idea what I glitched out on there. Did I get those half slabs? No. Oh, they are being tricky, aren't they? So this episode I'm going to name The Quest to Get My Half Slabs Back. There we go. Right, let's attempt to get this ceiling built, guys, and at least start the framework for the bedroom unit, so that in the next episode we can hopefully finish that bedroom, and then it'll be off to explore and find us hopefully a triple or a double, you never know, maybe even a quadruple slime chunk, and then I will off camera begin working my way down a slime chunk, and that will produce the remaining iron I need. Why did that do that? That will, as I say, produce the remaining iron I require in order to finish up this series of chests, and that will be this storage room established, and then we can maybe, hopefully, following that slime farm, say we get some sticky pistons on the go. Then hopefully we come back with a fistful of redstone, and we can look to bravely venture into the nether, something that I do not have a fantastic track record of doing, if I'm going to be completely honest. I'm not always the best nether adventurer, but I will do my best and come back with a ton of quartz, and then we can actually start building some fun things like automated wheat farms and get this automated sorting system on the go. We can then look to fit out we can have an automated tree farm, which we need to establish in that dark oak forest. I've been quite cautious with the roof forest so far. I say they're a new biome to us on console, and all I've ever been warned is that mobs spawn in those even in daytime. So that's not something I've liked the sound of so far. I've only very tentatively ventured into one, and that was literally just to grab a quadruple dark oak sapling, just so that I could start placing dark oak trees into my own tree farm. I still haven't found a savanna biome yet. I may not even have one. I hope I do, otherwise I'm going to be missing out on Arcadia wood, and I really like the look of Arcadia trees in this texture pack, so I'd be quite disappointed if I am going to miss out on those. Okay, and you can see here, this is just where we were filling in originally, where we thought we weren't going to need. We were worried about mobs spawning when we hollowed out this room, so we were flattening areas off, but we now know that there's no massive caves or anything above us. So, oh crikey, I never anticipated taking out this bigger ceiling. This is the problem, I think. I always plan a build and start hollowing out the mountains. I love working in the mountains. I love how solid they are. So I obviously started to hollow this one out and think about how we were going to approach it. And hollowing out, as an architect, that's an architectural term we call poching. So the best way to describe poching is exactly as we're doing here, or to maybe imagine if you had a boiled egg and you broke away the shell, and then you like cracked the shell in half, and then inside you had the boiled egg, and then you started to carve some sort of intricate shape into the boiled egg on the inside, that would be poching. So it basically means to like hollow out a piece of architectural building, and that's really what I like exploring in Minecraft, the idea that there's this huge solid mass here of the mountain, and we are slowly excavating it away so that we can build exactly what we want. But I never imagined that this was going to be as tall as this, as you can tell from the fact I didn't mine up this high originally. So I'm now, I hate making mistakes like that, because if I wasn't on camera now, guys, I tell you, I would be going up there to break that half slab out. I am really stingy when it comes to my resources. I hate wasting anything. As I say, it's just seeing that timer counting down in the background is quite stressful for me, because I feel that I'm under pressure to get this roof finished this episode, and then we can hopefully at the end of this episode stand back and see that we've created this huge barreling vaulted roof to our storage room, and hopefully it's going to come across as quite a grand space, a really huge space. So I'm really looking forward to getting to the end now. We're on the home straight though. This is just the last side that needs to be broken away and then filled in with 3 blocks. Let's get some cobblestone to hand, I think, for making bits like that easier. And then if we mark our way along like so, I think off camera I may come out the back here and start looking at covering up this. We haven't really given much thought to how this rear elevation is going to work. This bit on the back of the mountain. On the front we've got a nice flat face, but here we're sort of like half into the hillside, so we probably need to come back here with some smooth stone and some dirt, and just give the mountain just a little bit of TLC really, so that we haven't got this really ugly protruding back end of the storage room on it. It's not too difficult to address, I would say. Just a little bit of TLC, just so that we haven't left the landscape too ugly, and hopefully this should be the vaulted ceiling finish. So if we were to start breaking up my temporary dirt scaffolding, and then we just need to go down, break away all of that gravel that viciously fell down while we were doing our work and made an entirely unnecessary mess in the middle of our storage room. Let's just break all this. And we're going to sprint around and see how quickly we can get everything. Sweeping around here. And is that everything cleaned up? It is. Okay. I am pretty happy with that. That is very factory-like, I would say. So, let's see if I can very quickly start to look at the next part of the build. Let's see if we've got any polished andesite to hand. We don't. Okay. Well, it's not dark outside at the moment, so we can pop out to the outside chest without any fear of being too badly ambushed. And there's some there. So let's get ourselves back inside. Let's see what we can do. So we know that there'll be a door here, and to either side I think we should potentially look at framing something out. Let's drop down some torches. We can put those on here and here for the moment. Maybe just a couple up here as well. Let's be on the safe side, shall we? So let's think about what we could quickly do then. It's more a case of, do we want that polished andesite to be the side structure we do, and then all of this up here I'm thinking will be in glass. So again, it will involve this being in the polished andesite, because otherwise you'll see it through the glass, you see. So if we push that up to there, and then I'm liking this polished andesite, I have to say. Again, anything that's new to me on console at the moment, I'm keen to use, because I've not had the opportunity before, and I don't like the doors being that way actually. So I'm gonna step out onto my half slab. I have no idea where my other door went then. Not into my inventory apparently. How bizarre. There it is. I couldn't see that door for looking. You were probably all sat at home screaming at me as to where that door was. Now that's going to be interesting. I hadn't anticipated that there would be stone slabs at that height. I think we're going to have to break those away then, because we are looking to start an oak frame, I would say. Probably in dark oak. That is around about the width of in here, so one block over. And if we then literally 3, 4 I think will do us. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then they come out from there. I'm thinking this is 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, and then across here 2, 3. Not a brilliant bit of framing. What was I thinking there? What was I thinking? I'm thinking I may need to drop that down one block, because we don't really want to see it. We don't really need to be seeing that at floor level. Oh, right, get indoors and get back up there. Let's see if we can get this frame actually where we want it by the end of this episode. So we just lean out like that for a second, and then do the exact same again. Let's get myself some temporary formwork. Ah, perfect. Three, and then crouch, and then come across. And get these all chopped about a bit. Just take those ones away like so. Then aim for there, 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 there. One there. 2. We'll leave that one for a minute. We just need to lop that top one off and then climb up there to collect it. And then shovel all of that away, and break that block. And then the same here. Break that one away for a minute. Put a dirt placeholder, and then 1, 2, 3. Break that block, 1 dirt placeholder. That fella to there. And we're going to climb up and quickly claim that. Perfect. Right. Let's quickly sleep. And then we can check this out in the daylight. And then I think that's the framework set up for the next episode, where we will establish that room right above the sleeping. We'll establish some sleeping quarters right outside of the our oh yeah, that's perfect. That's exactly what I was hoping for. Let's just break away those placeholders like so, and I think we'll bring the timber down like that. And have we got any half slabs on us? Well, of course we do. Ooh. Rogue bit of timber. And then I was thinking something along the lines of some stepped bits coming out. Let's just cap those gears off. We don't want to see those necessarily. And that would do me perfect, I reckon. Just like that. Just like something that's holding up the edge of that structure. I don't know, do we push that out another one like so? Or do we leave it with the gap? Decisions. I think I preferred it with the gap personally. So if we just break a couple away and chuck that one back there, and that's it. That is us done for this episode. So next time we're going to look at filling that in, creating ourselves a rather small sleeping quarters just up inside of here, and that will be our build for here finished for now. So all that's left to say is thank you very much for joining me and for exhibiting infinite patience as always as I continue to find my way in this steampunk survival series. I hope you join me, Vitaly Vapour, next time for another episode of Steampunk Survival within Le.Monde.Du.VAPEUR. Until then, goodbye.